I can feel these things. Both you and Rocco have something beautiful inside you. It's hard for most people to see it, but it's there. I know it is. That's why I'm sharing my tea with you.
Something beautiful, huh? I'm afraid that I lost that a long time ago.
Søren Kierkegaard was a philosopher who was concerned with the amalgamation of religion, philosophy, and psychology, and emphasized the importance of subjective experience and individual emotions. His theory of existentialism held that individuals struggle with making choices and living an authentic life that reflects their values and beliefs. Kierkegaard emphasized the importance of taking responsibility for one's actions and accepting the consequences of one's decisions. Søren Kierkegaard was a philosopher who was concerned with the amalgamation of religion, philosophy, and psychology, and emphasized the importance of subjective experience and individual emotions. His theory of existentialism held that individuals struggle with making choices and living an authentic life that reflects their values and beliefs. Kierkegaard emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for one's actions and accepting the consequences of one's decisions. The Cowboy Bebop episode Waltz for Venus tells the story of a man named Rocco Bonaro, who becomes involved with a dangerous group of people trying to smuggle a rare flower from a planet in the Venusian system. The episode raises important questions about morality, self-deception, and the nature of reality. Today we'll be examining this episode of Cowboy Bebop from the perspectives of two philosophers, Søren Kierkegaard and Arthur Schopenhauer, today on the Marxist Review. Kierkegaard on self-deception. One of the key themes in Waltz for Venus is self-deception. Rocco, the protagonist of the episode, is a naive young man who thinks he can make a lot of money by transporting the rare Venusian flower. However, he quickly becomes entangled in a dangerous world that he is ill-equipped to handle. Kierkegaard would argue that Rocco is deceiving himself about his abilities and motives. Kierkegaard believed that human beings have a tendency to deceive themselves about their own character and desires. He wrote extensively about the concept of the self, which he saw as a constantly changing entity that was shaped by the choices we make. He argued that we often deceive ourselves about our own character because we are afraid to face truth. In Waltz for Venus, Rocco is clearly afraid of facing the truth about himself. He wants to believe that he is skilled and capable, but his lack of experience and knowledge make him easily manipulated by the dangerous people he meets. Kierkegaard would argue that Rocco's self-deception is a natural response to his fear of failure and his desire to prove himself to others. Schopenhauer on the nature of reality. Another important theme in Waltz for Venus is the nature of reality. The episode takes place in a futuristic world where interplanetary travel is routine and people can modify their appearance and personality through technological means. Schopenhauer would argue that this world is an illusion and that the true nature of reality is something much darker. Schopenhauer believed that reality was fundamentally chaotic and meaningless. He argued that the world we perceive through our senses is an illusion created by our minds. He believed that the true nature of reality was something that could only be glimpsed through introspection and meditation. In Waltz for Venus, the characters are constantly grappling with the reality of the world they live in. Spike, the main character of the series, often seems detached and cynical about the world around him. He sees through the illusions created by technology and understands the true nature of the world. Schopenhauer would argue that Spike's detachment is a result of his recognition of the true nature of reality. In conclusion, the Cowboy Bebop episode Waltz for Venus raises important questions about self-deception and the nature of reality. Kierkegaard would argue that Rocco's self-deception is a natural response to his fear of failure and desire to prove himself to others. Schopenhauer would argue that the world of Cowboy Bebop is an illusion created by technology, and that the true nature of reality is something much darker. By examining the episode through the lenses of these two philosophers, we can gain a deeper understanding of the themes and ideas presented in the series. Thank you.